What if I told you there's one really simple thing that you could do before you would overcome an objection that's going to get customers to listen attentively, be locked into every word you have to say, and most importantly, keep that conversation going to that three-letter word we love hearing, which is yes. Now, the hard part is if we skip this step, the one most important thing, in my opinion, that we do before we overcome an objection, we often come across as being salesy or pushy or sleazy because after all of our logos read the same and it says, I sell roofs. So we're the I sell roofs guy in the house or gal in the house trying to force a decision. So I'm going to teach you this one simple trick, and I hope you can test it on the very next sales appointment you run. Come on back, pop a comment down on this video. Let me know how it goes. But before we get to it, I just want to say a quick welcome back. I am broadcasting today from my hotel room in Chicago before an Owens Corning event. And on my flight in, I've been training on this concept a lot at these in-person events, and the receptivity has been huge, and the breakthroughs that people have been having from using this one simple technique has been really profound, and I wanted to bring that to you. So if you're tuning in and you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. Adam Bensman, the Roof Strategist, and everything I do here is designed to help you and your team smash your income goal and give every customer an amazing experience. And I do what I do because in my experience, about 66% of salespeople quit or get fired in their very first year, and I don't want that to happen to you. So you can tune into this channel to get all the information you need to sell deals confidently. If you like this video and you want more, join me in our free training center. You can click the link in the description or text the word free to 303-222-7133. All right, let's get to today's video. The one thing that we're going to do before we overcome objections. Now, in my previous video, I shared with you there are two paths to overcoming an objection. Path number one is we explain it away, and I want to give you an example. We're going to touch on both storm and retail for today's example. Let's say someone says, your estimate is $2,000 higher. Now, for many of us, we get into explain it away mode. Well, we have better product, better service, better warranty, and you can see on here, we have this. Do they have this on their estimate? Because we include everything. And that's explaining it away. Now, on the storm front, hey, the other guy said he could eat my deductible. And then we go into explain it away mode, right? And we say, hey, you know what? It's illegal. You can't do that. It's fraud. It's a felony, blah, blah, blah. We got to abide by the law, yada, yada. And then we explain it away. And what the homeowner's hearing is, you're a salesperson who's trying to justify to me that I should pay you a lot more money than the other guy. And it leads to a tremendous wall of distrust. And even though what you're saying is valid, even though you're trying to do right, they're hearing this person wants me to spend more money than the other person, and they're pushing me into the decision. Now, when we take a step back and realize that the homeowner thinks all estimates are the same. A roof's a roof's a roof, right? Shingles up, shingles on, roof's a commodity, a roof is a roof. But you and I know it doesn't work like that. Now, here's the real secret. When it comes to overcoming an objection, people are not receptive if they think they have the answer. So put yourself in the shoes and in the mind of your customer who's sitting there. You got three estimates. You got guy one at $14,000, next one's at $14,500, and you're at $16,500. Why? Like, they don't get why you're more expensive. And if someone's willing to eat their deductible and you're not, well, that just doesn't make sense. Why would we spend more money? Because they believe it's all the same. Now, you and I, we know that the folks who are doing that have to cut corners somehow in order to maintain margins to stay in business. Or if they don't, they go out of business. But it's very difficult for us to communicate that because when we try to explain it away, it comes across as pushy. But everything changes when we do this one thing. And that one thing is asking a question. And I want to show you the difference. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, how do you feel about moving forward? And they say, you know what? You're $2,000 more than the other estimate we got. And then I'm going to shift gears here. And I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I can understand that. Well, the reality is we provide better service, a better product, a better warranty, a better install. You'll see on our estimate we have this, this, and this. And the homeowners hearing everything hit them, and they're just like, you're just trying to take me for money. But what if instead, because the homeowner thinks they know the answer, you asked a question to help them come to the conclusion that they don't know it all? That's what we call a knowledge gap. We want to create a knowledge gap by getting the homeowner to recognize that there might be something going on that they're unaware of. And when we do open that knowledge gap, they now are more receptive to listening. And we do that by asking a question. It'll go something like this. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, I understand that the other contractor said that they could do it for $2,000 less, and I recognize, especially in today's economy, $2,000 is not a small sum to overlook. But what I'm perplexed about is, did the other contractor explain how they could do this project for $2,000 less? And then when you ask that, how did the other contractor provide an estimate that they could do this for $2,000 less? They're going to say, I don't know, they just said they could. There it is. I don't know. They just said they could. Now we can speak to what they don't know. I heard you say you don't know, they just said they could. How do you feel about bringing that other estimate out so we can review them side by side and try to figure out what's going on? And now, at this exact moment, instead of you explaining it away, better service, better product, better warranty, my estimate says this, theirs doesn't. We just ask, how is the other contractor able to do it for $2,000 less than I am? And they say, well, I don't know. And now, I don't know means that knowledge gap. And on the flip side, when it comes to storm damage roofs, same rule applies. Hey, the other contractor said he'd eat my deductible. Yeah, we can't do that. It's fraud. It's illegal. It's felony. Blah, blah, blah. Explain it away. And they're thinking, you're just trying to take me for more money. Versus, hey, did the other contractor explain how they could eat your deductible? A how question. No, they just said they could. And then I can immediately transition to, would you like to hear what's going on behind your back that might get you into some trouble and how they can eat their deductible? And they're going to say, wait, what? What's going on behind my back? Yeah, wouldn't you want to know what's going on behind your back? I sure would. We create the knowledge gap first. Now I can take that same explanation, deliver it to them, and they are going to be more receptive because first, I created a knowledge gap. And there you have it. One really simple technique. The golden rule of overcoming objections is before you overcome it, you ask a how or a what question. And the whole goal is to ask a question that they cannot answer to create the knowledge gap. So the homeowner says, I don't know. And now you can answer that question and they are going to be a whole lot more receptive than you explaining it away. There you have it. How or what questions. Now, these often come across unnatural at first, so it's super important that you practice and do role play in the office because you'll likely fumble when you start getting going with this for the very first time. I know I did. So practice this right after this video, asking how or what questions. How is the other contractor able to do it for $2,000 less? Did the other contractor explain how they could eat your deductible? Get through this a couple times, go test this in your very next appointment, and I want you to see with your very own eyes that knowledge gap open up and that customer going from feeling like they are defensive and know all the answers to being happy to listen to what you have to say. And more often than not, it's going to lead them to saying yes to you. All right, that's all for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the new uploads that come every single week. And if you want to continue your time with me, hop into our free training center. If you're not in yet, you can click right here or text the word free to 303-222-7133. And if you want to hang with me here on YouTube, YouTube thinks you're really going to love this video, and I will see you on the next one.